Tonight on my channel, Planner Friends, I'm making something new for my planner, my mini happy planner. It is a list of pantry staples, and we're going to talk about meal planning, getting yourself organized, getting yourself ready, and how to add a small little section, really mostly using a printable and things I've picked up for sale. So let's organize our meal planning, our pantries, our grocery shopping, etc. So please join me, friends. Stay tuned. Hello, planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I am One Crafty Dolo. I'm so happy you're here today with me. So as I said in the intro, we're going to create at least one section in my catch-all, which is a mini happy planner. And we're going to just have some creative fun. I've got some paper, I've got some supplies, I've got these printouts. So if you're new, join my growing community. I'm trying really hard to create a positive, inspiring, happy place here on YouTube for planners. If you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate your comments, your likes, and your presence. Alrighty, so this was the planner I thought was going to go with me everywhere. It's what everyone calls a catch-all, but I decided not to take it everywhere because it is kind of bigger than I would have preferred. So I'm just flipping through as I'm talking. And I love the space. I think it's been really good, very positive. But in keeping with transparency and planner realness, I'm here to tell you that thus far, nothing this week has gone as planned. So I've had to use a lot of correction tape. When that happens, you just roll with it. This is the planner. So I write everything in here and then I put the highlights in here. And as you can see in that planner and in this, it's just a sea of correction tape. Things happen. You know, life happens, things happen, and you need a day. I was exhausted Monday and really needed downtime, and guess what? That threw everything off. So it happens. So today, I don't know if we'll get to planning next week. We'll see. Maybe. Depends how long I want this to be. So I have these sections in here. Now, most of this has been created with budget materials from Happy Planner. This, I was inspired by Mojo Jojo Plans. So it'll be January, February, March, April, May, June, favorites. January, February, March, April, May, June, and favorites. There you go. And then I just have some notes section here. So anyway, I'm really digging into this planner, if you will, and enjoying the space. And I enjoy carrying a pocket planner. So it was kind of the best of both worlds. So today, I am trying. Now, if you've been around a while, yes, I drink a lot of hot tea. Today is Tetley British Blend. If you've been around a while, I'm sorry, I do complain about the cost of groceries because I cook all the time. I'm baking. In fact, I'm probably going to do some baking later today. I'll share the pics tomorrow in my community page. I do share pics every day there. Yeah, because we eat well. I love trying new recipes. I'm enjoying that part of my life in ways I maybe didn't enjoy it as much before. I mean, I always love to cook, but I have the little more space and time. My son is grown. I used to cook with him a lot. That was fun. I do miss it. But life changes, right? It just changes and we go with it. So I love doing these things, but I thought I've been really into watching sales, clipping coupons, and trying to set up certain staples in the house. So for example, here's an example. I love to eat salmon. We have salmon for dinner, maybe not once a week, but pretty often. It's like gentle comfort food for me. And yet finding salmon yesterday, I did go grocery shopping, was really hard. And I'm like, why? But okay. So I thought to remind myself when it's in stock again that I do this. So this is something I found on Canva. I don't have a printer, so it was printed for me, and I thought it was going to come out smaller. Clearly it didn't. So I've got these 2 sheets and I'm going to have to cut up. So it's just on Canva, grocery staples, meat and seafood, deli, dairy, pantry, although these, I don't know why those are up there, produce, snacks and beverages, bakery, household items. I may end up using this one just because it's better aligned, right? What I did is I dug into my paper stash here. So I have these different papers. I'm not using them. They're from all different companies, from Simple Stories to Echo Park. One I think was Felicity Jane. This is Pink Paisley. This is the back of that one. So they're pretty, right? And I thought I could create a section using one of these papers. Put them over there. Cutting these out, if you will, right? I have these half sheets for like menu planning. I thought these would be really good for that. I did bring out some extra line sheets, and I thought I could put the pantry staples list into one of these protective pockets, figuring this way it's set, but I've got to figure out how to, yeah, see, I can probably get 3 sections in each side, so I don't know which sections I'll take or which I won't, but I'll figure that out, okay? So the first things first, what I need to do is, let's move this. Let's move these. Let's, for now, move these. And I want to take this. First off, come on, baby. We'll move you over there, too. We've got to figure out which paper. And on the one hand, I do like the mushrooms. This is an old Simple Stories kit called Apron Strings. And the back is pretty. I mean, this would work. And I haven't used it yet. This is really pretty paper from Pink Paisley. You know what? Let me just look real quick here. Hello again. This was remember the store Tuesday morning? I got these Hello Again collection there. That's pretty, but you know what? I think I will use the Simple Stories one. So, how are we going to do this? I won't show the whole thing on camera, but I've got to cut it so that I can fit it in here. So, I always use a yellow pencil when I'm cutting. I just find the yellow is the best, even though this has yellow on it. Let's try this again. And it just, because if you use something too dark, use something too light. See what I mean? Even with the yellow lines, it stands out. I have my tired and true old cutter here. I don't always cut on air because I have visual challenges. And sometimes that gets in the way of everything, but I'm just going to go with it today. So you can do this for anything. It doesn't have to be for a pantry list. It doesn't at all. But, you know, it's one idea. I did find as well, let me find this. Here it is. I found this on Canva too, but I got to be honest with you. This is too ambitious. Like 30 days, it's just a lot. You have to have 30 days or you're not doing a lot. Well, that's not going to happen anytime soon. So I'm thinking about ways to modify that a bit. I'm sure I can. The question is, you know, how? So let's see. I may have to trim a little bit of it off. This may be too tight yet. So let's just open this up and see. I have a feeling, oops. Yeah, see, I do have to cut it down a little bit more. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, it looks like I got it. It's a little bit on the top, but it just barely makes it. So I may end up trimming a little bit off of there. And that's okay, right? So let's just get this set up and go with it. Now, I want to take these and I'm going to trim them. I'm actually going to use the cutter. I feel like that would be the smart way to do this. And I don't like the fact, I don't know why these are up there. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to have to go with this larger list. But that's okay. I've got, you know, 2 sheets. So first off, I want to get this grocery staples list. Looks crooked. Ugh. I do have visual challenges. So yeah, it can be frustrating, but I got it. All right, good. We're doing okay. So let's just cut a little bit of this up. Okay, so I've got that. I've got these. So now we have to figure out how we're going to put them on here. And I think that's, I don't know that I need the deli section. So there's that. And I know a lot of people would put meat and seafood at the top. Produce, bakery. This one's a little wide down here, so we can play with that. It's got some schmutz on it. That's okay. So I almost think I'm going to start with kind of like in the grocery store, produce. Bakery, not so much, but I'm going to try to add, oops, a little E on there. Well, there was an E, but I got rid of it, so. Or baking. There we go. Not perfect, but that's okay. Let me look here a minute. So I guess I could put the meat and seafood here. You see how I'm doing it? It's really super simple. But again, snacks and beverages, I don't know that I need. I do need dairy, that's for sure. Oh, I'm just thinking. The deli, I mean, that's kind of a catch-can situation. I don't, yeah. Okay, so why don't I take my Tombow and just kind of get these on here. I don't remember if this list, this page was one of the for Canva Pro, because I do have Canva Pro. So, but you can probably find something like this online. If you're more talented than I, you can create it yourself. Meat and seafood. Because we special order meat, so I don't think it's going to be much meat on there, but that's okay. I can put my seafood or whatever. Okay. And I try to line these up a bit. Alrighty, let's see here. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. Now on the other side, I definitely want to put dairy and household items. Of course, baking. So why don't I put, okay, this is a little taller than the others, so let's just cut that real quick. So baking, actually I'll put dairy, baking. Snacks and beverages, I don't know that I need that. Household items, and we can cut this a little bit too. Again, they won't be perfectly straight, but I'm okay with that. Alrighty, so let's see here. How's that? Yeah, that works, right? That works. So let me glue these on real quick. Okay, so I did glue this one too far up, but I'll live with it. I have this food sticker book I bought back in the day. Grocery staples. Could I put this on here somewhere? Nope, not going to fit, but I know what this is. So I have this old sticker book that, not one of my favorites, if you want the truth. Didn't use a lot of it, as you can see, but that's okay. I love carrots. That is one thing I can eat all the time, so I'm just going to kind of put these up here. Meat and seafood and pantry. So let's see if there's anything in here that might, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to. A lot of these are fruits. I do it for baking. I have plenty, right? Of course. Those look good. Meat and seafood. I could do tacos. Oh, hamburgers. But I always have those in the freezer. Let's see what else we've got here, huh? Donuts, huh? It's a cute enough sticker book. I guess I should just get in and use it. I don't know. I got it. I bought it. And then I went through my I can't stand the happy planner anymore phase. So I'm going to stick this by Pantry because I like that. We always have popcorn, whether it's movie night or not. And then meat and seafood. What did I see in here? Tacos. We'll just do tacos. How's that? Yeah, that sounds good. Just to jazz it up a little bit. Let's put it down here. You can't really fully see it, but that's okay. And on the other side, all right, so we have dairy, baking. I changed it to baking. And household items. Obviously, there's nothing in here. The only thing dairy I see in here is this like stuffed potato, and I guess I could use that. Why not, right? If it'll pick up. This thing is so old, it's like not even funny. Yeah, I'll put little stuff. I do make stuffed potatoes with lots of sour cream and cheese, so I guess that's something there, right? And then There's a lot of stuff for baking. These are gorgeous. There's the little cupcakes. There's the cookies. Truthfully, I make a lot of cake, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. And we're going to do a bundt cake since I make a lot of bundt cakes. One of my favorite movies, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, it's a bundt. Do you like that one? We've watched it several times. It's just fun. I'm going to pick this baby up without hopefully tearing. And yes, it is tearing. Of course it is. Well, I guess we're leaving it there. So be it. And then household items. I don't really have anything in here that would work for that. Well, wait a second. Chips and guacamole. There we go. Or chips and salsa. I'll eat more guacamole and he'll eat more salsa. So that's how we usually do it. Alrighty, that works. So now what I want to do is come up with a list here. All right, friends. So I just went off camera. I actually went into my pantry to take another look. So here's what we've got. When I say salad, I know what I put in salad. So that's just kind of, that encapsulates, of course, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, red peppers, carrots, zucchini, potatoes, spinach, seasonal produce, and then, of course, lots of fruit, tuna steaks, salmon, ground meat, and fake meat, lox, chicken, and steaks. I think that pretty much sums up the seafood and meat thing. Pantry. Okay, so I like a variety of pasta. One of us likes long spaghetti. One of us doesn't. I'm the long spaghetti girl, but I will eat shorter pastas. So I vary all kinds of everything from small orzo and ditalini to larger fettuccine and so forth, canned tomatoes. And when I say that, I mean diced tomatoes, canned peeled tomatoes, I actually will get a can, not a bottle of sauce, and then add a bunch of things to it. But, the canned tomatoes, the diced tomatoes, tomato paste, all of that. Beans, that's just a staple variety. Generally, I usually use black beans for things like black bean enchiladas or nachos, and then different white beans and chickpeas. So that's what I use there. Mayo, mustard, etc. All the condiments, really. I should have just written condiments, but mayonnaise is my favorite, and he's the mustard guy. So we have a variety. Salad dressing, and of course snacks. Snacks are good. Over here, milk, half and half, cheese. I like a variety of cheeses, cream cheese, butter, sour cream. I usually have some kind of sour cream in the fridge because sometimes when I don't know what to make, an easy taco dinner is good. Or I also use sour cream in baking. So that's why I usually have it on hand. Regular flour for baking, bread flour, yeast, nuts I like to have on hand, pecans, walnuts, almonds, pine nuts for pesto. I think that's what, and yeah, I said almonds. Did I say almonds? Almonds too. Sugar, what I mean by that, so I have regular granulated sugar. I have brown sugar, and I have powdered sugar. I also have sugar cubes because he uses that in his coffee, and it's just the right amount. And that's kind of a fun thing I got him into. And then morsels could be white chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and jams, which also goes under pantry because I always have jam and peanut butter, a variety of each. Household TP, paper towels, napkins, laundry detergent, soaps, and I could put cleaners there too, and of course shampoo and conditioners. So we have got it, and I am thrilled because when I'm going to make my meals and when I'm going to go grocery shopping, I want to be able to say, okay, I have so much of this in the pantry, I need a different kind of pasta, say, or I need something like that. I just feel like I could really. So now the question is, I kind of want to put this here. And now I want to think about meals for this week to show you my process, if you don't mind. So I know it says daily notes. So I feel like I'm going to put these here, except for this week's. Because, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let me think here. It is already Wednesday, as I said. So really, I'm only going to plan into the weekend. But the truth of the matter is, is this not working? Did I put too many in at once? Probably. Alrighty, so now we've got it. I've got those in here. And so tonight is Shepherd's pie, one of my favorites, because why? I have a bunch of leftover mashed potatoes. So if you haven't made it in a while, grab some tomato paste, grab a ground whatever, could be meat, could be fake meat, crumbles, whatever, and some vegetables. It is so easy. The secret ingredient, tomato paste and Worcestershire sauce. Okay, so now for Thursday, so we have Thursday. We don't go out to eat very much on purpose. So that's one of the other reasons I wanted to do this. We live in rural America now, and there's not a lot of places to go. And if we go, a lot of times, yeah. So I just as soon save the money and eat at home. So I'm going to go ahead. Friday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I will do Saturday. It's only a few days I can fit on here unless I crunch it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can do Sunday there too. But you know what? I'm going to wait on Sunday. And then on the back here, what I think I will add in is what I'm baking. So I'm going to kind of work backwards. So I'm trying something new Saturday night. We love spinach artichoke dip. So yeah, I'm going to make it at home. Okay, so we're going to have spinach artichoke dip with warm baguette, which I realize doesn't sound like a real dinner, but you know what? It's going to be. If we go out, sometimes we'll get 2 different appetizers and split them instead of an actual meal. So I thought that's something we like. We haven't had it in a while. I looked up a bunch of recipes on Pinterest. You know what? I think I can do it. And on Friday, I'm actually going to make vegetable lasagna. So that'll be a lot of fun. It's a meal I love making. So now I've got it. I love creating it. It's just fun. It's one of my favorites to make. It's one of our favorites to eat. And the nice thing is you get it ready ahead of time. This time, my intent is to make 2 trays, one of which I'm going to freeze. Supposedly you can do that. So I'm going to try it. It's time. And you know what? On Thursday, I think I'm going to take it really easy and make just, with black beans. Nachos with black beans. So that's another favorite that we like to eat. It's a really easy meal. I know this is ridiculously easy. Now, what am I going to bake this week, right? So because I'm really trying. Now, there's this strawberry oatmeal squares. So I will freeze some of them. Now, the other thing I saw that I wanted to make, I like to make baked oatmeal. I generally eat it as a snack. I call it a hug in a bowl because at night, if you need a snack, you put it in a bowl, put a little milk in, warm it up. Add a little whipped cream. It's really good. So I have a new recipe for carrot cake baked oatmeal. Can you imagine? Oh, next is I want to try a new bread. I'm not sure yet. I haven't looked. I make focaccia bread, which is an Italian bread. Okay. Alrighty, so that's what I've got for this week. Just, well, the latter half of the week, but that's how we're going to eat. So again, shepherd's pie, black bean nachos, vegetable lasagna, and spinach artichoke dip, which I know sounds like a weird dinner, but I don't think it is. So what I'd like to do actually, you know what, let me take these. I think I'm actually going to move these so that when I open this, it's right here, but then I can put these back here so I can move them up to the front as needed. Now, I'm looking at this, having just gone shopping, and I know I stocked up on some of my baking supplies, so I really did do quite a bit of that, but I stocked up on some of the meat and seafood, different pantry staples. You know what I did not stock up on were the household items, so I think I'll have to get to that next week. So That's it, friends. It's focused video today, but meal planning doesn't have to be hard. And the other thing, can I just say something from my heart to yours? It doesn't have to be fancy. You have to do what you have to do. But I'm telling you right now, the money we're going to save by eating all of this, including the spinach artichoke dip, which looks really pretty easy to make, actually. But the money we'll save by eating it at home, the nutritional value at home, but adjust your meals based on your time frame, how many people are in your house, what you can afford, what you have time for. I think sometimes we all hold ourselves to these crazy standards that we don't need to. And so by planning it out, and I really encourage you, try a pantry staples list. I am convinced that by doing this, I can buy things on sale or when I have coupons and save a bit of money. The other thing I've been doing is looking for ways to extend the life of my produce. So I've been reading a bit of that on Pinterest as well. And I'll share with you what I bake and how it all comes out. The oatmeal squares I've done before. The carrot cake baked oatmeal, I'm going to try it. If it's good, I'll have to share it with my mom at some point because she's the queen of carrot cakes. And a new bread recipe. I'm slowly expanding my repertoire there. That's it, friends. Take some old paper, print out a list, get yourself organized. In 2025, let's prioritize ourselves, our well-being, and this being here helps me to be less stressed about spending too much money at the store. Try to stock up with sales and go back to using coupons, whether they're digital or the old-fashioned kind. So thanks again for being here, friends. You have a wonderful day now. Bye, friends.